We saw NetEase being sued for $900 million by the creator of State of Decay. Are they really? Jeff and Annie Strain sued NetEase for $900 million, alleging it erroneously told investors they committed fraud. Oh, we were just talking about this not long ago with the whole NetEase fraud stuff. Oh, shit. This case is about the destruction of the careers of the two gaming industry veterans and their company by a Chinese entity seeking to avoid compliance with United States law. The story told by Strains in the complaint is a complex one that does not fully fill in the many questions left last year when Prytania Media's subsidiaries unexpectedly shut down one by one. Per their account, NetEase invested early in one of Prytania's subsidiaries, Crop Circle Games, taking 25% share and seating Han Chinglin on their company board, with Jeff and Annie Strain taking the other two positions. First, they say the relationship was positive. Over time, they say NetEase leaders and representatives began to express concern about compliance with U.S. laws regarding foreign investment, including in at least one email where Strains keep their investment low profile to avoid having to comply with the rules laid out by the Committee of Foreign Investments. What? The pair also claimed they were told that Lee was in the process of immigrating to the United States in a $29 million Bel Air mansion sold to him by Elon Musk. They say Lee expressed concerns that his immigration would be threatened if NetEase investments were publicized. Random Elon Musk drop in here. Oh, here it is. Crop Circle Games was being accused of fraud and misuse of funds. The Strains claim they traced the rumors back to its source, saying the director claimed he had heard this from NetEase. In a board meeting in March, Han Chinglin admitted that he told his co-workers, "I'm really surprised that the company is running out of runway so quickly," and suggested this is where the rumor came from. Well, I guess we'll see how this goes. 900 million's not a small ask. Not a small ask at all. You see, Pokemon Go sold to Scopely for $3.5 billion. Someone earlier mentioned Niantic was sold to a Saudi Arabian company. I'm assuming that's the deal. Pokemon Go going to Scopely, $3.5 million. Billion, sorry, $3.5 billion. Pokemon Go is still very popular, actually. Believe it or not. Imagine how much Pokemon brand as a whole costs. Oh, there's no company on the planet that can afford to buy it. Is Pokemon still the most profitable property? Yeah. It's not even really close either. Now, I don't know if this has been updated recently, but 98 bill to 61. Do you think anything could ever top Pokemon? No, I don't think there's anything that will ever beat Pokemon. It's too big. And it's too ingrained in culture. There will be nothing that can ever top it. Invincible. Invincible's pretty popular, but I don't think it'll ever get to anywhere on this list, most likely. Like, look for example, who's kind of towards the bottom of this. Angry Birds and James fucking Bond. Like, even Fortnite is pretty deep down here. Like, these are absolutely huge, and they barely make a dent in, like, the top 25. Like, where are we right now? I think we're in the top 50? Yeah, probably about top 50. Yeah. Like, it's just... Getting to a billion is tough. Oh my god, even the Simpsons is not even at 5 billion. And that's like a cult, like that was a cultural staple. Jesus, Minecraft is this far down. What? Is it, maybe this isn't updated recently. That blows my mind. I think you overestimate how much these properties bring in. Maybe. Maybe you're right. I don't know, I just can't imagine a world where Skylanders somehow is bringing in more than Minecraft. I just don't really get it. That's just so surprising to me. Skylanders was full price game with toys. Yeah, but even still. Even though Minecraft was free for a while, this is still just an absolute juggernaut in the entertainment industry. How about that other Chinese animated film that grossed $2 billion? There's an entire world of media out there that we don't know about. Most people know about Nezha. It's a tier 1 flux. I've seen tons of people talking about it. It's the highest grossing animated film of all time. And climbing. You hear about the man in the Chinese village who was turned into the real-life Truman Show? They put hidden cameras in his house and village to track what he does and upload it. I did see that. That shit was nuts. Here, I'll pull that up real quick. That was crazy. A man with intellectual disabilities living alone in China was unknowingly live-streamed 24/7 by villagers, turning him into an influencer. Feng Dianwu, 62, widely known as Brother Min, lives in a rural village in Guangzhou, northern China's Hebei province. Feng, whose vocal cords and cognitive abilities were damaged in his youth by injuries he suffered while defending a friend, lives alone in a small decayed house after both his parents died. He reportedly survives by scavenging despite receiving a small government subsidy. Locals say most of it is stolen by delinquents, leaving him struggling financially. In 2022, a video filmed by a villager called Feng showed Feng scavenging cabbages at night. It went viral on mainland social media. In the clip, he looks confused, mumbles, holding 2 cabbages stolen from a neighbor. Racked up millions of likes and he became an internet sensation. They then started regularly filming his daily life. He's slow to react and often unaware of people around him, and Feng would sneak up and suddenly shout his nickname, Brother Min, startling him. Upset by the scare, he would sometimes grab a brick to chase the filmer, but he never actually hit anyone except for one time when he struck himself. He can manage some daily tasks, and so Feng and his friends helped film him making dumplings in his dirty kitchen. Jesus. Some villagers even pretended to be police or judges, scaring him with threats of arrests. Cameras were then set up everywhere, from kitchen to his bed and even at the local shop. They captured every aspect of his daily routine, from feeding chickens to buying cigarettes and counting money in his bed. That's just so fucking crazy. Topics related to Brother Min have racked up more than 700 million views. Mainland reports say, Feng and his friends spent most of the money they make to improve his living conditions. I don't believe that. I legitimately do not believe that. They're just exploiting the dude. There's no doubt in my mind they're not improving his living conditions. They're probably just giving him more props so that way they can continue to get more content. The exact amount they earn from the online traffic has not been disclosed. They also treated Feng to beauty treatments, films, and nightclub outings. That's some Nasubi type shit on another level. It's definitely different from Nasubi. Both really bad, but both pretty different. The only thing they share in common is that Nasubi was filmed every second of every day. But he knew he was being filmed, but he just thought it was for something else. They were just filming torture. This guy, it's like actual Truman Show. When I first saw Truman Show, I thought people would never just watch a random, boring person, but here we are doing it. Yeah, I mean, I'm super not surprised. I always thought that was a pretty realistic concept. People just want to have something or someone to watch. I've always said, especially when it comes to streaming, the best thing you can do is just be alive. You don't have to do anything remarkable. You don't have to be good at anything. You just need to be there. So it's like why subathons go crazy, like even when you're sleeping. What's the newest music genre? That's a good question. I was wondering that the other day. Like, I think the actual newest genre, probably still dubstep. Like, I feel like it's been that long since there's been, like, a new genre. Like, we get, like, different kinds of mixes on things, like hyperpop, but that's still, like, it's still pop, but just kind of spun different. Dubstep was, like, actually something like a different genre. People keep saying funk. How old is that? Because I feel like that's pretty old too. Well, I don't know why I thought this would be a good gauge of seeing how old it is. I'm only going to get the new stuff. It exploded 3 years ago with the first season of Blue Lock. Is that what blew it up? Yeah, it seems like everything is kind of like adjacent to that, so maybe. There's a whole channel dedicated to it. Funk was a thing in the 90s. I guess kind of. A lot of the funk I've heard feels kind of derivative of Eurobeat. And I don't mean that as like a negative thing or a bad thing, but it feels like it'd be something I'd be dancing to in DDR. I went to this anime night at a club once and they mixed JJK opening season 2 into Eurobeat. Sounds fucking great. That's hype. Yeah, I saw the Box Demon stuff. It just seems like someone that's really just looking for attention through a viral story.
Constant pi.
Well, it may have been a prank, but the people in this North York neighborhood are not laughing about it. York County Police were called in.
I just thought it was weird and strange.
This is what a doorbell camera recorded outside Tammy McEnany's front door in North York. A masked figure with a gravelly voice left this message around 4 in the morning.
I am the box demon.
An empty box was left at the front door. McEnany was unnerved and called the police.
Could have been a bad situation. You know, you just don't do that.
Wednesday morning, police announced they identified the masked figure.
They got the
said
box
there was no
demon.
threat to the public safety, but McEnany says they did not tell her who it was.
I have no clue. None at all.
The story on the box demon.
It's probably
on social
her.
media. McEnany's neighbors are among those looking for answers.
The voice sounds kind of similar.
In the wee hours of the morning.
Well, McEnany has some words of advice to whoever it was that stood on her front porch. She says, don't do it again. In York County, Ed Weinstock, WGAL News 8.
Exciting stuff. Claymore anime coming out with a live action. I don't believe you. There's no way. No, this is just AI. This is just another fake AI. Yeah, I don't know where you saw that. There's no way. Where's membership dealer? And yeah, I did see that, Gorgon. It's an article, not a video. No way. After 11 years, Shonen Jump's Claymore returns with surprise Hollywood live-action TV series. That's crazy. They never even fucking finished it. They teamed up with Hawaii Five-0 actor and producer Masi Oka to develop a live-action TV adaptation for Claymore. That blows my mind. I liked Claymore. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know how the fuck it would possibly work as live action. Masi Oka made the Death Note Netflix movie. Son of a bitch, it's going to be great. But he also worked on Blue-Eyed Samurai. Ooh, so there's a chance. There is a chance. Is Claymore good? I never watched it. I think it's pretty good. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I liked it. Are you gonna make a bracket for March Madness? Nah. I haven't made a March Madness bracket in 8 years-ish. I always just make a bunch of random ones in the off chance I win. No one's ever had a perfect bracket, right? I'm pretty sure to date no one has ever had a perfect March Madness bracket. Not until now. You know what? You're right. Fuck it. I'm gonna make a March Madness bracket right now, and it's gonna be the perfect one for the first time ever. Fuck it. Isn't there a dude that will pay millions if someone does? Well, it's not a dude. There's $1 million. Last I saw, there's $1 million bounty on the perfect bracket. It's also not live yet. I can't make the bracket yet. Because it starts the 18th, so it's not going to be open for a couple more days. Warren Buffett will give you $1 million if you do. Alright. We'll do it for Mr. Buffett then. The odds of a perfect bracket is 1 in 9.2 quintillion. Is it actually that low for a perfect bracket? I know it's astronomical, but I didn't know it was that low. The person who came closest to the perfect bracket didn't know anything about basketball and went by which name sounded the coolest. There's a short video about him. That sounds cool. Let me check it out.
Sam Holtz was 12 years old when he won ESPN's 2015 March Madness Bracket Challenge.
I had the best bracket out of 11.57 million people.
What if we told you this bracketology prodigy doesn't even watch college basketball?
Before the tournament, I really don't watch any college basketball.
That's what makes you the best. I've always said that. When it comes to shit like this, you are actually better off having no knowledge of what you're actually, like, betting on. Like, I really think sometimes you are overburdened with too much knowledge on this shit. So, like, sports betting, for example. I really think some of the best sports bettors are the ones that don't even watch the sports they're betting on. Or the horse, even better, Kentucky Derby bets. When I was a kid, my parents went to the Kentucky Derby, or it wasn't my parents. It was friends of my parents went to the Kentucky Derby one year, and they placed bets for us. And I had bet on a horse called War Emblem because his name was really dope. War Emblem not only won that, but then almost went on to win the full Triple Crown. Or maybe he did win the Triple Crown, I don't remember. But it was like a pretty unlikely horse to have done that. So I ended up winning a lot of money for it. Like, they put in like $10 for me, and I made like fucking like $500-600 or something.
This time last year, young Sammy was filling out his winning NCAA tournament bracket along with millions of other Americans. Sam, what was your strategy for success?
Well, I just filled out who I think is going to win.
Was there a science to your picks?
No, it's just pick whoever you want to win. There's no science, just that simple.
Maybe Sammy's mom has an idea.
I think he was lucky.
No!
All right, let's take a closer look at some of Sammy's
That's
predictions.
outrageous.
Why pick 11 seed UCLA to make the Sweet 16?
Because I visited their campus and I really liked their college.
Or 7 seed Michigan State to make the Final Four?
Tom Izzo, the coach, is Italian, and I'm kind of Italian too, so
Or Wisconsin to upset then undefeated Kentucky?
Nice.
it kind of gets boring to watch the same team win and win every year, and I wanted to see you do that.
You must really love basketball.
I'm more of a baseball, football guy. Baseball is my main sport.
How is this possible? I mean, what are the chances of filling out a perfect bracket? We consulted bracket expert Mike Magazine.
Bracket
Somewhere
expert.
in
I love that.
In some number of
I'm a professional March Madness
Thanks, Professor
bracket
Magazine.
analysis.
Any advice for the
Analyzer.
millions of Americans you'll probably beat out again this year?
Just pick who you think is going to win and go with your gut,
Remind us why we should listen to you?
because I won it last year.
So
There you have it.
how close
Pick
was he to the
schools you
perfect
visited,
bracket?
Don't listen to the experts, and don't watch any college basketball. And you too can reach the promised land, just like Sammy Holtz.
Oh, they didn't wait. How close was he? Let's see. Oh, here's one from 2015. Lake Zurich. Lake. Oh no, wait. This must be him. I thought the kid's name was Lake Zurich, but no, it's Sammy Holtz. Oh, here we go. Tournament includes 67 games. Holtz missed only 6. He was perfect picking games played in the Sweet 16, Elite 8, and Final 4. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Out of the 11.5 million who entered the bracket on ESPN's website, Sam finished tied for first with 1830 points after Duke beat Wisconsin. He entered 10 brackets in the contest. Wait, how did he tie? So someone else had a near perfect bracket too? I think it's not that hard. I'll pick a perfect bracket this year just for fun. I'll make a couple just in case my first one for some reason isn't the one. Winning the lottery isn't that hard either, it just never happens. Fine, I'll fucking win the lottery too, whatever. Shuffle a deck of cards and get the same order right now. If I had a deck of cards, I would. What would you buy with the lottery money? Depends on how much the lottery winnings were. If it was in the excess of 100 million, I'd immediately start taking a lot of Japanese animating talent and make a studio. Actually paying them properly so they stop, like, actually fucking dropping dead from overwork and underpay. There are more deck combinations than atoms in the universe. I've heard that before, I just don't believe it. There are 8 times 10 to the 67th power ways to have a deck of 52 cards arranged, and a high estimate of atoms in the... Oh, it's not the universe, it's Earth. So there is more ways of shuffling a deck of cards than there are atoms on Earth. Not the fucking universe, because that just wouldn't be possible for the universe. But for Earth, it is true. There's an estimated 10 to the power 50 atoms on Earth. So there is more ways of shuffling a deck of cards than atoms on Earth. Look up telepathy tapes. Real telepathy, no joke. Well, I can promise you it's not real telepathy, but sure, I'll look it up.
My son said to me, I can hear thoughts. And I said, impossible. And he said to me, you don't get the kind of gifts that I have if you lie.
Let's please multiply two numbers and see if he gets it.
Okay, what is it?
9, 0, 0.
Unbelievable.
1.
Maybe shuffle again, Dr. Powell. Oh.
+2.
So he got the plus, too.
I was wondering, because I was looking at the 2 the whole time.
There's just no way you can ever prove something like this through a video, ever. But I can promise you it's not possible. He's looking at a mirror. Yeah, there's just so many ways of you being able to fudge this. So many ways. Using a person with a disability to prove telepathy is real is vile. It is. That is vile. I agree with that. Search up the Armorillo wins. What's that? Is that a conspiracy? Oh, it's extreme winds. Flipping a semi. Jesus. Man. Semis beware. Holy shit.
There goes another one.
Jesus Christ. Thanks, membership HUD. But maybe we stop letting semis drive down here. There's an actual semi graveyard over here.
There goes another one.
There's like 8 of them. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, nice, nice. Way to recover. Man, why is it so fucking windy out there? Is that normal? The conspiracy is that it's government wind. Is that real? Oh, I don't even know why I'm asking. Of course, that's a conspiracy. You see the Lilo and Stitch trailer? I did not.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
What the hell?
Man, I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care. I'm so tired of live action remakes. I can't even pretend to be interested. I'm not gonna see it. I don't watch the live action remakes anymore. Lazy cash grabs and people eat that shit up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand why they make them. It's just free money. I get it. I just don't force myself to watch them anymore. Do you think the adults had the same take with remakes when you were a kid? I don't even know what remakes we had when I was a kid. Like, we had different tellings of the same story. So you'd take something like, fuck, I don't even know, Dracula, and you get Bram Stoker's Dracula. But it's not like, I can't think of anything that was just a 1-to-1. You know what I mean? Like, even Tron wasn't 1-to-1. Or The Worlds. I never read the book, so I guess I don't know. But it can't be 1-to-1. It was a fucking book and then they made a movie. It's not really a remake. I'm talking like you take scenes from the previous, like Lion King, for example. You just take the animated movie and then you fucking make another animated movie and call it live action, and it's the same shit. It was a movie before the Tom Cruise one. Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't know that then. Yeah, I have no idea then. Rollerball was a remake. Yeah, no. Rollerball is not a 1-to-1 remake of the original Rollerball. It's just, again, it's a different telling of the same story. You see the Freakier Friday trailer. Oh, did that drop? Uh-oh, it's here? Freakier Friday?
Your lifelines. It's like they've intersected before. You've walked in each other's path.
It's actually crazy, and I know people have probably pointed this out before, how much different Lindsay Lohan looks compared to like 5 years ago. Holy shit. I heard she went to like some kind of fixer plastic surgeon or something who specializes in working on like botched plastic surgery. Dude crushed it. She looks like she de-aged like 15 years.
Oh my god! What was that? Oh no, not again. What's happening? It's alright. Who's in my body?
It's made for kids. At the end of the day, I've out-aged Freaky Friday. I liked it when I was a kid, though. Probably won't bother seeing it.